But we do have a championship coming up here as well. We have the College Football National Championship on Monday. Miami Ops versus Indiana Ops. Both the Ops are going at it in the national championship. And I think it's going to be an incredible game. I love the storylines that come with this game. I love the coaches in this game. I like the players in this game. It's going to be a good football game. I'm still going to watch. I'm not going to lie. I haven't watched a college football playoff game since Ohio State lost. This is going to be the first one I watch. Fernando Mendoza. Fernando Mendoza, I do love that guy. He went to my dad's alma mater too. He was at Cal, last year. He's from Miami, so he's going to get to play in front of where he grew up. I think that's awesome. He grew up going to those games, going to camps, at their school. He met Mario Cristobal, the head coach of Miami, numerous times. I think that's very cool that he's going to get to do that. I don't know if y'all saw how he told little Uzi he wants Uzi to pull up to the game, and he's got to get Uzi to pull up somehow. He's like, I know I don't have your number. I can't do nothing. I want you to pull up. Okay, let me get back to football. Fernando Mendoza is incredible. Kurt Signetti is incredible. Elijah Surratt is like a college Mike Evans for them. He has been awesome for Indiana as well. And that defense is so dang good on Indiana, man. What they did to Oregon last week should be a federal crime. They all should go to jail before this game and then get them out so they could go out and try to win the Natty. On the Miami side of things, Miami, their offense has been incredibly dynamic. Their running back, Mark Fletcher Jr., is awesome. He's incredible. You got Malachi Toney. I saw this clip the other day, had me crying. It was Malachi Toney when Carson Beck first started playing football. He was in middle school. When Carson Beck first started his college football career. Yes. Malachi Toney was in middle school when Carson Beck first started playing college football. And Malachi Toney is such a dynamic talent for that Miami offense. I think, just to wrap it all up, both teams are incredibly well coached. They both have dynamic playmakers on both sides of the football. And I have to bring up Ruben Bain and that Miami defensive line as well. I'm going to say Indiana wins this football game maybe between 7 to 14 points. And that to me only is because of just Sig, man. Sig is such a great football coach. He has his guys ready every single week with what feels like a game plan where he has the other team's plays. It's awesome. So I'm interested to hear your guys' take too, but I was not expecting this to be the Natty, but I am excited for it nonetheless.
Yeah, I respect Miami for what they've done so far. They've proven a lot of the world wrong, especially those who almost didn't even have them in the tournament. They were like one of those teams that were kind of on the like maybe make it, maybe not, and now they're in the national championship. With that being said, I think that the Hoosiers are going to cruise to a win in this. I think that they've just been so dominant this year, and they've continued to dominate. I mean, I thought that Indiana was going to beat Oregon, but I didn't think it was going to be a bloodbath like that. So I kind of see the exact same thing happening. I could see Indiana winning this game anywhere from 2 to 4 touchdowns, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think that it could – I think it could get out of control if they really are pushing it. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, respect Miami. I just think they're going to be outgunned. So I got to –
Yeah, no, definitely. I actually agree with Dom. I don't think this one's going to be particularly close. I think, Signetti, he going to do his thing, bruh.
He
And
cold, though.
Fernando Mendoza, everybody likes him because, of his personality. He has an amazing, humble personality. That man has God on his side.
That man has God on his side.
And there is nothing you can do with that. No,
there's nothing scarier than a dude on the football field who goes out and scores 4 touchdowns, and they ask you, what was your key to success this game? He goes, it's all praise to the man above, man.
Literally a miniature Tebow, bro.
Yeah, no, miniature Tebow. Tebow probably had, of course, a lot more, potential coming out of the college football game. But Mendoza, I think Mendoza's set already. He's going to be the number one draft pick to a team that needs a quarterback. He's going to be, well, he's already a Heisman, but he's going to be the MVP of this game. Mendoza can do absolutely no wrong, and I think yes, Miami's front four is dangerous. Like you said, Bain and those front four is like absolutely dangerous. Like we couldn't do anything with that, and we have one of the best offensive lines in the country. But like you said, Surratt, you have a lot of guys on defense who makes plays, and these guys are hungry. These guys have been underrated and looked over for so long, and now it's their time to shine. Honestly, like Miami, like I said, you had a great run. You came into the playoff and did damage when nobody expected you to. So kudos to you for even getting there. But I think you just overmatched.
Bro,
I was just go ahead.
Saying that the Indiana Hoosiers are going to win the national championship just does not sound right at all. Not at all.
The football national champion, basketball, you get. There's a couple of years where Indiana's good, but football crazy. It's just insane, bro.
I personally, like I said, now we're weeks removed, from Ohio State losing to Indiana and Miami. It's almost like you get your healing done after a breakup. You know what I mean? I'm at the point I can respect their game. You know what I mean? I can respect their game without being salty. I have immense respect for both of these football teams, and I think, just to close it out, I think y'all are sleeping on Miami a little bit, man. I think, even though, I think if Miami beat us, you can hang with practically anybody in the country. And Miami beat us. They both beat us. Understood. Indiana and Ohio State could have very well won that football game. Whether Bro made a kick, whether it was whatever decisions we had, we very well could have won that football game. And we saw the momentum that Indiana was able to build off of that. You know what I mean? Absolutely smacked Oregon. Miami beat us, the team that competed with Miami. Or, that competed with Indiana, sorry. Oh, my goodness. Mine flying all over the place, both these teams. But, yeah, you know what I mean. It's like the fact that Miami beat the crap out of us, honestly, worse than Indiana did, I think is something that is valid. Ohio State definitely came into that Miami game wanting to make a statement because we just lost the previous game to Indiana. And Miami took all that and shut it all down. And that D-line, us saying it's scary is an understatement. They had seeing ghosts all day long. And I think if Miami can just perform at the level that they have been these last few weeks, I see them making this a ball game. I see them at least, very least, making it a ball game. I personally don't see the 2 to 4 touchdown thing. And I was kind of iffy saying Indiana wins by a touchdown to 2. Miami is really, really good, man. And for real, though, if Sig wins a national championship in his second year at Indiana, we are going to have to start having a serious discussion about him being the best, college football coach since Nick Saban. We're going to have a serious discussion about that. So, shout out to both these teams for making it this far. Shout out to whoever wins the Natty. That is a complete underdog year from heaven for either one of these teams if they win the national championship. And that's why I am going to tune into this game and why I love it. Even though it's both of the ops playing, I'm going to be a little salty, but I'm going to appreciate that game for what it is.